What's up, Grigas? That's my favorite Undead Chronic. What's up, Grigga? It's just... Le Mojang. Oui, Le Mojang. We're back. Back, black, and on the attack. Full of crack. Alright, so... Oh yeah, we're critiquing this goober. His complete lack of credulity. His complete lack of credulity. Credulence. So we are live over here. Everything is hunky-dory. Right. Oh, so he didn't even optimize his, like, where he should die in terms of Y position. He did not even remotely attempt to optimize it. And I very much doubt he got a creeper on the 10th attempt. I just don't believe it. And when you start to look at the odds, the chance of getting a zombie with an iron shovel being 0.6% chance. And the fact that you're only in a viable range from 24 blocks away to his 64 blocks away here for only about 2 seconds every time. And then you realize it takes on average a minute and a half to spawn a single mob. How many times jumping off is it going to take? Well, 190 seconds per mob times 0.06. So it takes 90 seconds to spawn a single mob. So with 2 seconds in the void, that's approximately 45 times to jump off to spawn a single mob, and to be 1 divided by 0.06, which would be 16. No, sorry, my bad. 166. There we go. Times 45. So that would be 7,500. That would be 7,500 times he would have to jump off of his platform to spawn a zombie with an iron shovel on average. Yeah, he's not doing that. He's not doing that. So this is just blatantly fake. Blatantly fake.
But however, we still have 8 health left. And that means that we die at a Y level of minus 278. And that is the only chance that we get something. And so let's talk a bit about what happened there. So I got a creeper after 18 attempts, and 18 attempts of 20 minutes each is around 6 hours of jumping up and down for a single mob.
Right, you could do it. Yeah, so what's 7,500 times 20 minutes? Well, it'd just be 7,500 hours over 3, which would be about... that'd be 2,500 hours. Yeah, you could spend 2,500 hours of your life trying to spawn a single zombie with an iron shovel. On average, could be more, could be less. That's like... What's going on? I've been yabbering. It's nighttime. But yeah, you could spend 2,500 hours, on trying to spawn some. I mean, that's almost my entire Bed Wars career, just trying to spawn a single zombie on a world. You could do that. And then there's only a 10% chance that the shovel will drop. So that's actually 25,000 hours on average. Which that's basically becoming an expert in like 3 skills. Like a bona fide certified expert Like, people pay you money for your expertise in 3 different skill sets. If you make $20 an hour, and that's 25,000 hours, that's $500,000. That's $500,000. So that's $500,000 to spawn a single zombie with an iron shovel. Yeah, no. No thanks. No thanks. So he obviously did not do that. Yeah, on my to-do list is genocide a certain amount of skeletons. How many skeletons? Let's say 500,000. Why not? Our goal is to, along this quest, is to genocide 500,000 skeletons. You know, just cause they killed my cow. It shouldn't be that. Oh, that's a creeper. We don't do creepers. We are extremely racist against creepers. Mega racist. To me, creepers are like having a Star of David on your forehead in Germany in 1944. It's just not good. If you're a creeper, I'm about as racist to you as... Oh, they both fell off. They should be able to spawn some more friends. There we go. Oh, okay. Usually they're not that aware. They're usually not that conscious. Unfortunately, that spider was a little bit... He had his head on straight that day. Usually they don't. Okay. Ah! I didn't think he'd get knocked off there. Thought I could just get an extra hit in. That's unfortunate. We need some atmospheric funk, if you know what I mean. This is gym funk. Yeah, definitely. Hey, bitch, get over here. Nice, W. That was weird. Now that is a skeleton jockey. Okay. I was not going to get that Very unlikely I was going to get that. Yeah, the mobs love running off them. Nope, nope, we don't do those. Trust me when I say don't do those. Those are run-ending mobs, those creepers. They will end your run. Okay. It's a bit of a scam. It is annoying when they spawn with other mobs because I have to get rid of those other mobs. Thank you, spider. Rip. You see, now we've got quite proficient at killing spiders. We're not quite as horrible as we used to be. Yes. We celebrate with a spider eye. I feel like everyone's heard this one. This one's very boring. All right. Nope, we don't do those. We don't do those. It's actually a genius invention. That one will block. It is so genius. Alright, get off the platform, fuckers. Damn it. Ah. Damn it. God damn it. Tired of other mobs, man. That's the level 2 is, can I kill a spider when there's a zombie or a skeleton standing right next to him? Alright, we're done. Alright, so let's see his math. I bet it's shit.
In my testing world, with the same conditions, I found about a fourth of the mobs that spawn are zombies, and 5.
So what's he saying? Per mob spawn, 3 times 4. 4 zombies? No, actually, it's more like. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? Well, these are functionally useless, so we're going to tell them to bugger off. But you, my precious, my beautiful, please step away from the edge. Now he won't despawn even if I fall off, so I can be as risque as I like with my placement. We have another block for free for doing absolutely nothing. For string, it's like a bonus. It's like a little bonus loot crate. But anyway, we're done with that. Back to this goober. His math is just made up. He says 1 in 4 mobs are zombies. It's actually 95 out of 515, you know, just for doing like actual math. It's a bit closer to 1 in 5. But anyway.
5% of those zombies, according to the wiki, wield weapons, and 2/3 of those have an iron shovel, and then 8.5% of those it drops that iron shovel. And even if
8.5, that was 10. Pretty sure it was 10. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure it was 10, man. I'm pretty sure it was 10. He's saying 8.5. Nice, he's saying 8.5. Rare drops. Oh, it is 8.5. So it's even less than 10. So get absolutely mega boned. It's actually less than 10. I thought it was 10.
if I get it, it has no guarantee of having enough durability to make me a snowblock. I could, in my testing,
it's a
I got
rainbow.
only at 6 durability, which is not enough. So I'm gonna have to optimize this weapon way more if we want to continue the series, because it's gonna take me, on average, 8,424 hours to get a single iron shovel.
I think it's a little more than that. I think it's a little more. It's closer to like 30,000 hours. His estimation on how long it takes mobs to spawn is way off. It's way longer. And it's 1 in 5 for a zombie, not 1 in 4.
If we continue with this method. Okay, so I want to explain real quick here in my test world what I'm gonna do to save a lot of time. So I'm gonna begin using backups to my advantage. You might say that this is cheating, but
It is.
It is a part of the game. I think it's
Yeah, also going in and editing the NBT files is part of the game, and yeah, you know, world resets in creative mode is part of the game. Doesn't make it legit.
fair to use, especially in challenges like these, where I don't want to finish when I'm 40. So basically,
I mean, there is a much easier solution, which is just do what I'm doing, which is just increase the platform size. Obviously, 1 block is not feasible unless you cheat. But I think he cheated even with backups. Why? Because even to spawn 1 zombie legitimately with an iron shovel, even if he's jumping off, let's run the math. Well, to spawn a zombie with an iron shovel, it's 0.6% chance. Uh, 0.06? No, 0.6. So that's 167. So there's a 167 chance of it being a zombie. It takes approximately 90 seconds to spawn a mob at the proper distance. You only have about 2 seconds per each one, and it takes, at very minimum, it takes, even if you got really good, I tested this, it takes at least 10 seconds to do a cycle. So that means for every 10-second cycle, you're getting a 2-second window that you can spawn mobs. And I think it takes more than that. But this is being like extremely generous, saying you get really good and you like basically start macroing it. Then maybe you could get it down to 10 seconds. which means that it's a rate of 5 to 1. So every 5 seconds of real life time, you get 1 second of mob spawning time. It takes 90 seconds to spawn a mob, so that's 90 times 5, which is 450. So it's 450 seconds to spawn a single mob, and then 450 times 167 is how many seconds it would take, which is 75,000 seconds, which is 1,250 minutes, which is still 21 hours. So it would still take 21 hours to spawn a single mob, even if you use backups. And that's just to spawn the zombie with the iron shovel. That's all it is. It still takes 21 hours. This is why I don't think he did it legitimately. Because he's not properly representing how long it takes to actually spawn a mob by jumping off of blocks like this. It takes forever. It is not quick. Like, it is not quick and not reliable to spawn mobs off of blocks when it's one block. Even though it's at -64, this block is at -64, it's only one block, and you only have about a 2-second window out of a 10-second cycle where you can do this. And he doesn't even have it optimized. If you're jumping off with 2 hearts, that's not an optimized way to do it. You should be jumping off with like 4 hearts. So yeah. I don't think he actually spent 21 hours trying to get a Iron Shovel zombie. I just don't believe it.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump the block, and before I'm 24 blocks away from the block, so there hasn't spawned anything. I'm gonna make a backup of that world, and I'm gonna keep loading that world until I get something something to spawn in here, and then
Ignore that.
Something to spawn, preferably a zombie with an iron shovel. I'm gonna have to push it out onto the edge. I can show you real quick here. So if I push it over here into the corner, like on the very corner, so that it's not okay. So if I place it over here in the corner and I give myself survival mode, it shouldn't be able to. Yeah, so as you can see, it can't really pathfind to me, even though we're standing on the same block. And that's because the distance between the 2 corners of the block is square.
There's nothing wrong with this. This is fine. This is just normal Minecraft. But he's
zombie. At least not for any of the hits except the last one, because that would push it off the block into the void. So we basically have to put it in that position and then wait for the sunlight to damage it down to low enough HP that a crit from me can kill it. So I'll have to let the sunlight tick it 19 times and then finish it off with a crit myself.
75 years later.
But see, he doesn't show any of the attempts. Doesn't show a single attempt. You know, it's also suspicious. This is the nail in the coffin. This is how I can prove this run is fake. You should have thought of this. Should have thought of this, Pinu. Should have thought of this, because this is basically well, actually, I don't know. Well, I guess he's using a backup, so I guess not, because he is loading a backup each time. But he's not using replay mod, which is weird. There's usually text for the replay mod here, which is weird. But yeah, he just puts a cut that says, 75 years later. And he puts a random attempt number. Why would you put 2,450? That's a completely random number. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a meaningless number. Like, you would put 2,500 plus, right? Or you put 3,000 plus. Like, if you're guesstimating the number, you're not going to know with precision that it comes down to 2450. You're not going to know down to the 10 or down to the magnitude of 10s or the magnitude of 50s what it is. You're probably not even going to know down to the magnitude of what hundreds it is. Probably maybe down to the thousands or the nearest 500. The idea you're going to know exactly what attempt you're on down to the 50th is kind of ridiculous. And he didn't show any of the... It would have been so easy. Just do a time lapse, dude. He did a big fat time lapse of jumping off the void, doing this a billion times, the death counter and all that. So I think he did that. Then he does this. He just... Why? Because it would have taken 21 hours. And that is why this run is illegitimate. Using actual tests and actual math, it should take 21 hours. But anyway, we're back to the original world. It should take 21 hours to spawn a... At least with his setup, where it's not optimized at all. It should take 21 hours. Yeah, and he just does a 75 years later. Oh, look, I got it. Doesn't show any of his previous runs, doesn't show any of his previous footage, doesn't have any time lapse, even though all of his previous attempts when he was jumping off were time lapse, but not that. No. None of that was time lapsed. And you just, oh look guys, I got a zombie with an iron shovel. So illegitimate run, because there's no way to prove it. They actually did it. It'd be like if I uploaded a speedrun to speedrun.com, and then I have, oh guys, I'm looking for a fortress, guys. I'm looking for the fortress. And then in the speedrun that I submit to speedrun.com, I just put 75 years later. And then it's a cut straight to me in the fortress. Like, you can't do that. That's horseshit. Or are you supposed to believe you didn't spawn a zombie with an iron shovel upon death? We're supposed to believe that? We're supposed to go off, what, trust me, bro? Literally, that's Pinu's run is, oh, just trust me, bro. And you can't even say he's making content for children, because it's not done in a way that looks like fuck. Like, if they go to the left, there's kind of nothing you can do. They're just determined to fall off. Because he has all this technical stuff. Like, he tries to do math in his video. He tries to demonstrate the mechanics of it. So it's not meant for children. You can't even do the, well, I'm just making entertaining content for children. No, you're doing a technical challenge. And you cheated. Literally, that clip is just trust me, bro. That's that run. Another wool block to our collection. Oh, what the hell? Dude, that was so cool. That was so fucking cool what I just did there. But anyway, yeah, it's a big old trust me, bro. He just trust me, bro, the whole audience. He's like, hey man, just 75 years later, oh look, I spawned a dude. I definitely didn't use commands, bro. Definitely didn't use commands. Tee-hee. Trusties. Pinky promise. He did not give and it's weird because he gave evidence when he actually did the jump thing. Like, he did the... He gave plenty of evidence of his previous attempts when he was starving himself and jumping off. He was fine showing those, but apparently 2,000 plus attempts, he doesn't even show one. He just teleports from 0 all the way to 2000. You think we'd know. You think we'd know. Show us a little bit of evidence that you didn't just use command blocks. Yeah, it was so lazy, so lazily done. Just uses a clip. And that's the whole reason that runs fake. Because that's why one block is impossible. It's because you're never going to... Even if you're cheating using backups, you would never actually get a zombie with an iron shovel to spawn. That would take 21 hours. And he would not be willing to do that. Or longer, by the way. Or longer. That's the other part, is it's not always reliable. There were plenty of runs where it was like, took, 90 seconds on average to spawn a mob, but plenty of those were like, they spawn in 15 seconds, they spawn in 20 seconds, then a lot of those were like, they spawn in like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. I can do a test world and show you just what I mean. Just how stupidly unlikely it is that he would have actually got a zombie with an iron shovel. He didn't show any of the other mobs that he spawned. A very obvious way to prove that you did it legitimately. He was like, I'm on 1 HP. Should I really go for the kill? It's like, yeah, fuck it. I'll do it anyway. Oh, we don't do those. A real easy way for Pinu to prove that he didn't just use a command block to teleport in summon in a zombie with an iron shovel would just be to show the other mobs that he spawned in during his attempts. Which should be very easy. He should have hundreds of mobs. Should have 167 mobs on average. He couldn't show one. Rip. It's only one string though, so I guess I could have jumped and spurged for it. Yummy, yummy. So yeah, big old trust me, bro. Just, oh yeah, trust me, dude. I definitely did all the work legitimately. Trust me, bro. Oh. 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 Bozo. Yeah, so we're just supposed to trust this guy just because he says so. It does demonstrates zero evidence that he actually did the run legitimately. And we probably should assume it's fake, because if you can fake it, why wouldn't you? And it would have taken 21 hours of work to spawn that zombie. Literally doing like 21 hours of 10-second cycles of loading backups. That's the most tedious. He probably did it for like 5 minutes and he's like, nah, fuck this. And just spawned in commands. No one will know. So obvious, right? You gotta assume. You gotta operate in probabilities sometimes. Anyway, I gotta use the bathroom real quick. And if he had done it legitimately, it would be so easy for him to demonstrate that. It would just be show us your attempts, right? You did the time lapse before, do it again. Why didn't he? And because it's so tempting to skip 21 hours of tedious load the backup, replace the backup, exit out of the world, load the backup, load back in the world, oh no, mob did spawn, do that for 21 hours, some 7,000, 8,000 times, literally, then because that's so tempting to just cheat, we kind of have to assume you did unless you show proof. And no one would treat this as legit. No one would. So I don't really care about the rest of the run because the rest of the run is just kind of business as usual. But yeah, he faked it. He had to have. There's no way he actually did the 21 hours, and if he did, he needs to demonstrate it. So let's look.
Alright, wish me good luck. So in that clip I forgot to mention that we can't actually hit the zombie. Me can't hit it.
75 years later.
So he just does a random...
5 years later.
Let me really quickly have a look here.
Oh my god. Dude, I am the best player over the crit myself.
75 years later.
Here's a question. Why is the... I guess you could say it was a backup, but he doesn't show that it was a backup here. It just looks like a seamless transition.
So we basically have to put it in that position and then wait to let the sunlight over
Because let's look at it.
to low enough HP that a crit from me can kill it.
Look at the chat and the
Or
text I'm
let
looking
the
at.
sunlight tick it 19 times and then finish it off with a crit myself.
75 years later.
So he fell out of the world. He fell out of the world. Okay, I guess
Oh
not.
my god.
Never
I
mind.
am the best player in the entire world. You have no fucking idea how long that took.
Yeah, we don't, because you won't demonstrate it. So we don't know how long that took. Could have been 2 minutes, could have... You didn't show us any of it. What, you just forgot to record it? There's no way he actually did it legitimately. Yeah, and a bunch of stupid children are fucking parading him on. The real one block challenge, so another guy does it.
Yo, I'm Budget Monk, and this is my Impossible Skyblock series. In this series, I plan to take this world to its absolute...
I haven't seen this before.
It's just like a regular Skyblock world, except there's no tree, no chest, no blocks, and no other island. But we do have block. This is the real vanilla one block challenge.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
So he's just directly copying from Pinu, and I'm guessing he's going to cheat in the exact same way.
Alrighty guys, welcome to our brand
I would need to see a demonstration of the attempts with like mobs actually appearing.
world here, a world which is composed almost entirely of void. So, starting from square one, I suppose, literally.
They all have the
this is
same
our
accent. Why do they all have like the same like Swedish accent? It's weird.
world composed of one dirt, grass block. Alrighty guys, so the goal here for first episode is to obtain a second block and to extrapolate that principle in the future, obtain more blocks and use them to flesh out our world. So that block that is theoretically accessible right now is the snow block. And in order to obtain a snow block, you need to craft it out of 4 snowballs. In order to obtain snowballs, we need to pick up snow layers on top of blocks, which requires it to snow.
What is this low budget ass
We are
thing?
in a snowy taiga biome, so it does snow, and it requires you, of course, to have a shovel. Now, a shovel is at
So, okay, he just happens to be in a snowy taiga. He doesn't explain that. He's, oh, we are in a snowy taiga. Oh, look, guys. Good luck. He plays it off as though it's just luck. Like, in good faith, you should demonstrate that, hey, I had to roll a bunch of seeds to get this biome.
accessible without crafting it via a zombie who has a shovel in hand, dropping that shovel. But in order to obtain that shovel, we need a shovel zombie, which means we need a location for the zombie to spawn. And that zombie can spawn on the only spawnable block in our world, which is our 1 grass block. In order to achieve this, we're going to need to make distance between ourselves and this spawn location by jumping off of the block. The issue is, however, that if you are within 24 blocks of the spawn location, no enemy hostile mobs will spawn. And if you are beyond 128 blocks,
This is a better
from the
explanation,
spawn
at least.
location, then anything that may have spawned will despawn. So the sweet spot is in between these 2 numbers, and in order to actually fall off the block and die within this sweet spot...
I wonder if he's going to do the actual math on how long this would take to actually do this. I doubt it. He's going to do all the math for this and then skip right over the actual estimated amount of time this is supposed to take. Because that would really, like... Because they don't want us to talk about that part. They don't want to talk about, like, oh, this would actually take 21 hours of my real life. Oh. And then if I say that it takes 21 hours, I would then need to demonstrate 21 hours. Oh. So they're not going to talk about that part.
We're going to need to reduce our health down to 2 or so hearts. The only way that we can potentially...
Wrong. Should be 4. Because you'll die too quickly. You'll die as soon as you hit the void border, which is like negative 128, which is only 64 blocks away from the spawning platform. You can go all the way up to 127. So this is poorly optimized, which you would have figured out if you were actually investing 21 hours.
to do that is by starving ourselves. So we have our first objective and task of jumping up and down until hunger kicks in at increased rates.
This is weird. What is this low budget ass YouTube thing?
Wow. So, guys, I just unpaused the game. I was about to show you guys where the moon is located and talk about how it's coming up on 24 hours in game, 1 Minecraft day. So, because the moon is going down, so the timing on my starvation is bad. Because if I was to keep jumping, we would starve during the day time. So I'm going to slow it down. Meanwhile, as soon as I unpaused the game, it actually started snowing for the first time. We are...
At least he talked about that, which is that you have to time when you starve, so that it's during dawn. Pinu didn't even mention that. You just skipped right over that.
Are we taiga biome, which is crucial to this world, but with the exception of the horizon like that, it's glowing up. We actually can't see the location of the moon and I believe the sun as well during a sort of snowstorm like this. So, therefore, that does actually make this a little bit awkward. And it looks like I'm going to be spending the day
Just wait till tomorrow.
Well, trying not to lose my sanity here, or we just wait until the next night. If I get an indication that the sun is beginning to go down, I'll keep jumping, and the timing should be right in that case. So we're going to be waiting and then jumping again.
Alright, we're going to pause from this silly video. Yeah, I'm waiting for somebody to actually demonstrate that they actually did it and didn't just teleport a shovel zombie in. This guy seems good. He's actually not doing cuts. What would really be good, guys, is if you streamed it. Oh, I know. Because then you could cheat live. Oh, I know. It's not good. Because then you'd be held, like, accountable. But it would actually prove that... Oh, nope. Prove that you did it. But you don't care about that. You care about making YouTube videos. You care about making that YouTube shekel money from toddlers. You enjoy tricking toddlers into thinking you're good at the game. I get it, it's fine. You're a content farm. I know how it is. But I can still shame you for your lack of quality, lack of credulity. Okay, they both fell off. Bit of a scam, ladies and gentlemen. What the? Baby zombie villager. It's gotta be a fucking rare sight. A baby zombie villager. Like, none of these guys showed test worlds. That's the other part. Is like, I would have done a bunch of test worlds to optimize this. Oh, I see a creeper. Not one of them showed like a Pinu kind of, but like not really. I would have talked about how I optimized the run for this way more. We have a 0 creeper policy. That's a 0. 0. And those things are aggressive. Witch, that's exciting. How do I kill you? I don't think I can, because she has too much health. Yeah, I don't think I can kill this witch. Actually. Yeah, I don't think I can kill that witch, unfortunately. She heals too fast. Hey, you're never going to be penalized by the teacher for showing your work. Likewise, if you do a YouTube challenge, there's no reason not to show all of your footage. don't know why they like. Why are they incessant on hanging out over here? I don't really know. I don't know. I'm sure I could optimize the placement of the roll blocks a little better. I should probably put some like on the edge. Probably It's funny, they don't see me there. See what I mean? They automatically hang out on this right side. I don't know why. Perfect. Works for me. So to counter that, we'll put a block here. That way, spiders. Oh, fuck's sake. Why did I do that? It's okay. I should also place some blocks back here so I can be a little farther away to help increase the rates. Alive. Did not notice he was still alive. Oh! Spider's got strength. Damn. Unfortunate. Yeah, this is what the challenge actually looks like. You take out the 75-year later cuts. You actually do it properly. Right. Yeah, I should add another. The next block should be back here. So that I can increase the rates. Oh no, it's becoming bright. No. Don't do creepers. Some sheep would be nice to be, you know, free blocks. I'd say yes. That'd be nice, you know? Alright, seems like we're not going to get anything more. Which means... back to this Goober's video to critique it.
If I wasn't bewildered enough, guys, I thought the sun was going down, but as it turns out, it's just lightning. So it's gotten a little bit more dim. It would be awfully awkward if I was to get struck by lightning. Just because I've been here for probably over 20 minutes now with the jumping and then...
I don't want to skip any of it. You never know when he's going to magically teleport a zombie in front of himself.
Here in the cold, and we're definitely not losing our marbles. We're not going crazy.
He's like a role play YouTuber. He's like, oh guys, I'm cold. I'm a monk.
The two of us.
He's a role play guy.
I mean, just judging by timing, the sun should be going down shortly, and I still have 2 hunger. I'm just gonna there it is. There it is. I see that is actually the sun setting. So I'm gonna start jumping. There we go. I'm down to 1.5 hunger. That times out pretty well. Hopefully the snow lets up during the night so that I can see the location of the moon to give a determination as to what time it is, but it really doesn't matter too much about timing as long as it's nighttime. No way! And the snow lets up. Beautiful. Okay, right as the sun goes down, the moon comes up. That's perfect. So now I have my wits about me.
Yeah, it's like for 8-year-olds. Yeah.
Well, here we are, and the moon has just gone past the peak of the sky, which means, you know, it's slowly moving towards daytime or morning here. And I do want the timing to be pretty good, where the sun's coming up soon, but it's not crucially important. So I'm going to start jumping. My concern, guys, is that by the time I starve, the sun is coming up. That would be really awkward. So on the quest for our first checkpoint here, which is going to be at low health during the night, we're going to finish this up by starving ourselves. Boom, there it is. So I believe basically the first tick of the void does 2 hearts. So I should die as soon as I make contact.
He doesn't sound very confident.
I'd probably take half a heart or so from starvation as we fall down. But I'm going to go ahead and save this here, guys. And I'm going to make a backup. And then we can just reload the game and fall again and again from this point. I had the realization that if I actually jump off, and then if I make a save file here, when I load the save file, I will actually already be falling. So by cutting out that couple seconds...
Okay, this is good. So he's actually optimizing it. So it seems he's actually put some thought into this. Suggests he's actually doing it properly. But, I mean, you shouldn't be jumping off with 2 hearts because you're going to die at negative 128, which is only 64 blocks away from the spawn, which is limiting the amount of time that you could be spending within that green zone, right? If you leave at 64, there's still 120... You're missing half of it, basically. You're losing half... Each run, you're losing half.
It just means a second or so from every single time I load the game. So I'm actually going to make a save file here. So I load, full, respawn, exit out, load, full, respawn, etc. So after getting into a good rhythm and a good routine, I found that it took approximately 10 seconds per attempt. So I would fall down.
What did I say? 10 seconds. What did I just say? It takes approximately 10 seconds, even if you're going fast. Once you get in the groove, 10 seconds. So this is looking legit.
Save and exit, transfer a save file, reopen the game, fall down and check if there's a mob there, and so on and so forth. Each one took about 10 seconds once I got into it. And that means that I was doing roughly 6 per minute. And therefore... 60 times that is an hour, right? Which is 360 per hour. Now, let's be conservative, so we know my math, I'm kind of underestimating it, and just, take into account the fact that I might take a momentary break, just rest my hand, stand up, stretch, whatever. And let's say that I was doing 333 or 334 per hour. That means after 3 hours, roughly, I'm doing in surplus of 1,000 attempts. Now, the reason I'm using 3 hours as sort of a benchmark is because I can tell you right now that on the first night I did this straight for 3 hours. And how many mobs do you think spawned within that?
Not very many. I can guarantee you not very many. He's probably, because he hasn't have it optimized, so it's probably not even 2 seconds in the void. It's probably 1 or 1.5. So that means he's getting maybe 1 to 1.5. I'm going to be generous and say 1.5. Let's see if anything spawns. Nope. So 1.5 out of every 10 seconds. It takes approximately 90 seconds to spawn a mob. That means... But I'm going to guess very little. I'm going to guess very, very little. So he did it for 3 hours. 3 hours divided by 10. So, yeah, what is that? What is 3 hours in seconds? 3,000, or 3 hours times 60 times 60. That's 10,000 seconds. So divide that by 10, times that by 1.5. 1620 viable seconds, divide that by 90. You probably got 18 mobs. That is the estimation. So I'm going to guess he got anywhere from 10 to 20 mobs, is what he's going to say here.
That period. The answer is 0. I never knew it would.
0, okay. He's probably doing something wrong if he's getting 0. But I'm telling you, it takes a long time. It takes a long time. So that's why I don't think Pinu did it correctly.
Be this bad. 0 mobs in 3 hours of grinding, guys. I went through a total of 5 hours on that initial night. I resorted to actually going to a testing world to just do a little bit of a simulation here. You can see that this level where these zombies are is negative 61, and that is actually the same level as my block within my Impossible Skyblock world. And if I fall into the void, but I just started flying here, I slowly descend in order to basically just simulate the fact that I would die on the first tick of void damage because my health is so low. So I just slowly lowered myself in.
I really hope he optimizes that function better and he realizes his mistake.
And I would find that the zombies in fact are still here, whereas I just fall completely, then they would despawn, as I'll simulate here in a second. But therefore that meant that I could rest assured that they were not actually spawning and I was not receiving the results due to the fact that I did a simulation here. So it just meant that in fact they were not spawning.
Yep.
And with that being said, I do have hindsight now, and one thing I did realize is if my y-axis was a little bit higher, then that would give a small window, and we're talking about a fraction of a second per drop of extended duration in which the mobs...
So he's kind of realizing it, but the solution isn't raise the block up. The solution is you want to be probably on 4 hearts. If that doesn't work, go for 2.5. And then time the tick of... Because the starvation is on a cycle, right? You can... when you take damage from the starvation is on a timer, right? So... And it's irrespective of when you take the void damage. So you can go... You could take 2 ticks very close to one another. And all you would have to do is properly time your starvation damage, jump off with 2.5 hearts, so you take 1 hit of void damage, and then have that timer properly lapse at like negative 180 something. That's how you would do it. Your setup just needs to be a little better. This is another thing I don't know for sure, is like, if you jump off a platform and you load a backup, I don't know if the RNG is the same. Like, I assume it's based off of the real world clock, so there should be valid RNG, but maybe not. Maybe it's based on user input to an extent. Maybe there's some overlap in how the RNG works. I don't know. So just because you're loading a backup and then you're clicking play, you could just be reloading the same RNG for 3 hours, which is no mob, right? You don't know. So I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, I did tests on a world where I just placed 1 block in the void at negative 64. I used carpet mod, and I just, how many mobs spawn on this block in X amount of time? And then you can run the calculations. It's about 1 every 90 seconds.
Now, there are reasons why my world is so low, and one of which is that we avoid phantoms. We need to be below the world in the negative to avoid phantoms, but there are many other reasons I could explain as to why we are low on the y-axis, and therefore if I could do it over, I would be a little bit higher, but at the end of the day it would be a fairly trivial contribution to increase the likelihood. After falling for about 3 hours without seeing any results, I basically gave up for that night, but I certainly was incredibly demoralized, guys, and what I did is I basically did in between about 30 minutes to 3 hours every day for almost a month. And what you're about to see are the highlights.
Whoa. Okay, so this guy actually kind of did it legit. Anywhere between 30 minutes to 3 hours every day for a month. So that could be 90 hours, that could be 15 hours. So that's legit. That seems more or less legit.
The results of that, after a while, I stopped recording because honestly I had actually given up on the project overall, but the fact is I just had tons and tons of data of failed falls and I just stopped recording at that point. But after what was actually like the 8th mob, I came back that day and I decided I would hit record, so you're about to see what happens. No way. There's the skeleton. Oh my gosh, it's been like it's a skeleton. So it is the first mob. Well, that's awkward. I just fell immediately off. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, wow. I mean, that's proof that it works. It's been, I'll tell you how long. Well over 1,000 attempts, but they gave me a huge shock. All I do is like pause and save and exit again, so yeah, I guess that's proof that it works, but what a grind. Oh! Okay, oh, wow, okay, that's the second mob. That's mob number 2. Now I got such a shock I almost jumped or walked directly off the block. I've got to make sure that doesn't happen. That didn't take too long.
Oh shit. Shit. What the hell? Average street in India. What the average bus in Brazil. What the average shop in Thailand. What the average residence in New York. What the hell? A little bit of a what the hell moment. Little bit of a what the hell moment. What the hell? I said what the hell, Brett. I said what the hell. But this guy seems semi-legit. He might have done it legit. I'm kind of hoping he did. He's the most promising. The only thing that... Oh. I was not supposed to die. No, I'm fine. I like spiders. The only thing that's a little bit concerning is... 2 things. One, he says after the 8th mob. No, it's supposed to be after the 167th mob. Not the 8th mob. That's incredibly unlikely. My guess is that he wanted it to seem legit. So he said, well, it would be very unlikely that the first mob would be a zombie with an iron shovel. So I need previous mobs to make it look as legit as possible. So then what he did is he says, oh, I'll have these attempts, to make it realistic, I'll have 8 attempts with other mobs to make it look realistic. But it shouldn't be 8, it should be 167. Right, that's not even debatable, that's just the odds. That's the chance of getting a zombie with an iron shovel, given any random mob. It shouldn't be 8. And then the other one is that he just magically forgot to record. Okay, I think he's just determined to kill himself. Alright then. He just magically decided to record on the day that sounded a little suspicious, just the way he said it. If he had just not said that, I would have probably been less suspicious. If he just said, hey, I did it, it took X amount of hours, here's most of my attempts, here's a bunch of the mobs I got. But when he phrased it like that, it made it seem more suspicious. If what he's saying is true. So what do I do there? Because he's just determined to run off the edge. I don't know what to do exactly. Goodness, how'd I fall off? Yeah, what actually knocked me off? I actually don't know. probably easier just to duke it out on that platform. As opposed to playing shenanigans over a void. But yeah, this seems more legit. He seems like the type of person who would actually do 1,000 attempts. But I don't know if he actually did, because it would take 21 hours. So maybe he did a bunch of attempts legitimately, and then he's like, no, this is stupid. I'm done. He's a little more, he seems more honest. He seems more honest. Like I could believe, maybe. But he said weird things that just don't make... On the 8th mob, why? If he had said, I only have 8 mobs that I recorded, that would have been different. But for him to say, on the 8th mob, I get a zombie with an iron shovel, that just seems very unlikely. Why are the spiders so suicidal? Am I the only one seeing that? They're just incredibly eager to jump into the void. They give me no time. No more mobs, really? Spider. Oh, fuck's sake. Come on, die. Okay, that is kind of proof, though, that you can't take 2 ticks of void damage, because things will despawn. But yeah, you're supposed to use the starvation, not to avoid damage. This is very demoralizing. I've got a lot of spiders, but I haven't been able to secure any of them. I'm trying not to get knocked off here. Damn it. I haven't got a single piece of string tonight. Come on, one more. Come on, one more. One more! Do it! Come on! You can do it! One more! You can do it! Fuck! I didn't get a single piece of string that night. Very mad. Alright. Well. Anyway. This guy seems semi-legit. Like, he might have done it legitimately.
Compared to the first one, guys, maybe a couple hundred. Wow, mob number 2. Okay. Oh my gosh. First zombie. Oh my gosh. Let's go.
Sounds fake.
How do I tell if he has a shovel? I mean, obviously, it's not likely to.
Just create a backup.
This is the third mob, guys.
Create backup.
That took a really long time. Maybe almost 1,000 since the second one. But it's a zombie. I have done some testing, guys. I think you get a little grace period here. Let me just check if... Oh, I stayed on. Yeah, nice. Okay. Well, no shovel, obviously. Okay, speaking of which, let's just play around with this a little bit here. I'm gonna pretend he does. Now, can I... Yeah, there's a grace period there. You see that? When you respawn, they don't hit you for like a second or so. Oh, mob number 3, guys. Mob number 3. So, this is something that I just need to plug away at and just hope to get lucky. Oh! Oh!
Number 9. Number 9. It's supposed to be 160. I mean, I'm very glad that you did the thousands and thousands of attempts. But at what point did he just kind of give up? You know what I mean? At what point, X thousand of attempts, did he give up? You know, it's like someone who has the challenge to do 1,000 push-ups in a day. Something I did, by the way. I actually did it. Tate's push-up challenge. Prove to me you're not weak. What was it? I actually did that. Whatever that challenge was. Let's find it. I think it was 500, actually. It might have been 500. Which isn't that much. It's not very many push-ups. I think it's 500.
I have a few like insults I like to use. I throw that around a lot. You're weak. What do you mean I'm weak? You're mentally weak. No, I'm just depressed. You're weak. Because people are weak. And every time someone says to me, I'm not weak, I say you are. They go, no, I'm not. I say, yes, you are. And here's the ironclad proof. And if you want to test yourself now, am I weak or not? Here's the test. So I want you to do 500 press-ups today. One of three things is going to happen. You're going to watch this video and go, nah, you're the weakest of all, you fucking coward. You're watching this, you're going to do 500 press-ups. 500 push-ups, how's that going to harm you in any way? It can only make your life better. You might end up in a situation in the next few weeks or months or years where you're hanging from a cliff edge and someone's running to rescue you. You're hanging on with everything you've got and they get to you just as they're about to grab you. You lose your grip and you die.
Well, I mean, okay, but push-up strength is not correlated to finger strength or even arm strength, right? Just pointing that out, but
0.2 seconds, that little tiny fraction. If you would have done these press-ups, you'd have been strong enough to survive. Or maybe someone's going to come attack you and your family, and these few press-ups you're going to do is going to make you strong enough to fight that attacker off. Because life is like that. It's that close sometimes.
True.
So you need to do these
it is true.
today. You ain't got time to waste. 500. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. You might fucking need this strength. So if you don't do it,
He looks weird, though. He looks really weird.
you're a real pussy. Second is you're going to have people who watch this video and go, yeah, all right, I'm mentally strong. I'm going to do 500 push-ups. I'm going to do them. And you're going to start when you get to 47.
This is what I think happened to this guy. This guy, Budget MC, the Budget Monk. This is him. He's the second guy.
Start, okay, I'll do some more in an hour. And then you're going to do like another 33. And what's going to happen when you get to 261?
You know what's scary is I actually got to 200 and I got to 250 when I was about to quit. And then holy shit, I was basically right exactly where he was. I was 11 off. He said 261. I was at 250. I'm like, he exactly predicted. Because I was pretty much going to give up. My arms were just dead. I'd wait 10 minutes to try to do more push-ups. I couldn't. Like, they physically stopped. It wasn't even me being tired. It was just they stopped working. Like, I physically could not use them to push up anymore. They just didn't, they broke. Like, my arms gave out. I'm obviously not, like, super strong. This was some time ago. Some 2 years ago. Yeah, my arms just gave out, and yeah, I was about to give up at 250. Because it was taking the whole day. Literally, I would wait 10, 15 minutes just to do 5 push-ups. I would like wait, eat, rest for like 15 minutes just to do 5. I'm like, I'm not going to get through them all. So I was going to quit because I realized I wasn't going to get them all done in time, in the 24-hour period. And yeah.
Well, I tried, and that's not bad for the first day, and you know that's a good start. No, I said 500. I didn't say 261. I didn't say 499. I said 500. So you're quitting too, because you can do 500. Your body will allow you within 24 hours to complete 500 press-ups, but your mind won't do it because it's hard. So you quit. Fucking pussy. So you're a pussy too. Third is the kind of people who are gonna lie. YouTube comments. I did 500. No, you didn't. Shut the fuck up. You're a fucking liar. And then there's 1% of you who's going to watch this video and go, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do 500. And it's going to be hard, and I'm going to want to quit, but I'm actually going to finish it. If you genuinely finish those 500 push-ups, genuinely, then you are not mentally weak person.
think that's good. I think that's a good analogy. I think it's decent. I think it's decent because now for some people they just physically they could never do 500 push-ups. Like if you're obese, if you're morbidly obese, you just can't. But most people aren't morbidly obese. And really what it is it's what it was for me was it's like, okay, I have 24 hours, 500 push-ups. What is that? That's like 20 an hour. Something like that. Let me do the math real quick on what that should be. 500 divided by 24. Yeah, about 20 an hour. So all I need to do is 20 in an hour. Meaning if I divide it up into 15-minute segments, then I only need to do 5. I only need to do 5 push-ups every 15 minutes. So it just became a game of like, how can I convince myself to do 5 push-ups every 15 minutes for the next 24 hours? It was just gruel and torture. But eventually, once you did it, you're like, yeah, I did it. But yeah, my arms basically stopped working after like 250. But I did it. And I think he's kind of like the second person where he was sincerely trying to do this challenge, but there's no way you would get it after 9 mobs. That's not statistically likely at all. It just doesn't make sense. It should be... Think about it this way. If you're rolling, or if you're spinning a spinner, but there's less than a 1% chance, there's a 0.6% chance you're going to win. Are you going to get it after 9 spins? No. No, you're not.
Hit you for like a second or so. Oh, mob number 3, guys. Mob number 3. So, this is something that I just need to plug away at and just hope to get lucky.
And he skips to number 9. So he's basically doing the same thing Pinu did. He's just showing a little more effort. So it's slightly more genuine than Pinu. But I don't believe it, because it should not be number 9. It should not be number 9. That is not correct at all.
Oh, no. There's no way.
So yeah, this is fake. It's gotta be fake. Fake. I gotta use the bathroom real quick. Alright. I think it's nighttime over on my little world here. Must have just turned night because there's only 2 mobs there, so that's good. Oh yeah, we just saw the sun disappear, so good news. See, I think if we go on the platform, if we actually step onto the platform and fight the mobs there, I think it will do us better. But yeah, you shouldn't be getting a zombie with an iron shovel on the 9th mob. Plus, you only showed us 3. I hate to be that guy, but you did only show us 3. You showed us a... You only showed us 2. You showed us a skeleton, a regular zombie, oh, and a creeper. So you showed us 3 other mobs. That doesn't really mean a whole lot. What I guess probably actually happened is he probably did those attempts jumping off legitimately. He realized... He probably went at it for a while, then realized that how stupid it would be, and then faked the rest of it. Would be my guess. Because yeah, he said he got demoralized. So he's like, well, I don't want to scrap the video. I want to make the video. So he probably just... cheesed the rest of it. He probably just cheesed it, be my guess. It would make the most sense. Very nice. Goodbye, creeper. Oh shit. Okay, we're gonna just sprint into the void. Yeah, that's why. Nothing blew up, thank goodness. That's the kind of shit, that's why you don't want to do hardcore. It's because shit like that is bound to happen. You're not gonna just flawless the entire... Why does he keep going that way? Like, what force of nature keeps him on this side? I'm actively hitting him that way. Very gay. It's a good thing I was cognizant enough to realize what was going on. But yeah, I'm afraid to say you're not supposed to get him on the 9th one. And you only showed us 3. So your level of demonstration was really just minimally more than Pinu's. Pinu's was, yeah, definitely way chintzier. Okay, got me mid-jump. Good one. There we go. Now we can be a little farther away and help increase those rates. yeah, you should be getting on the 9th mob, and you only showed 3 other mobs, which really just feels like a token gesture. Hey, look, guys, I did it legit. I showed you 3 other mobs. That's not the kind of demonstration I would expect. That was more than Pinu, but it was still not really what I would expect. I think he was honest. I think he got demoralized. You bugger, you bugger. Sometimes, like, their attacks are, like, really on point. Like, they have, like, reach. They just randomly decide to have reach. But I think he did get demoralized, and then I think he cheated. I think everything up to the demoralization part was honest, except he cheated after he got demoralized. Right, so... Oh, fuck's sake. I hate that. You just let go of shift and it, like, knocks you off the block even though you didn't move. It's the most annoying feature ever. No. Oh, damn it. These asshats. These motherfuckers. No creepers allowed. No creeper allowed. It's impossible. It's impossible. It's fuckers. It's impossible ass spiders. Nope. It's the creepers, man. Can't be doing that. I do hate creepers. But yeah, you should have streamed it, guys. You should have streamed it, Monk Boy. Damn! Spiders, dude. Like, their hits are just on point. Whatever. Very unfortunate. Budget MC, yeah, I don't know.
I can't believe this.
So yeah, it looks legit because I think he did do some legitimate work, but I don't think it was enough.
Shovel. I need to exit out and make a save file, but this is the 9th mob, guys. I think.
Yeah, that's incriminating. That's bad.
Stopped recording because I can't believe it. This is like the 3rd zombie in total. Oh my.
Yeah, that's very unlikely. Very unlikely.
Gosh, I'm so lucky.
He says I'm lucky, dude. I'm so lucky. I don't know how I did it. I'm just so lucky, dude. I'm just so lucky. It's just very bad acting.
I made it. The next checkpoint. Let's go. Oh my gosh.
Sounds really fake and cringe. All right, so it's very gay. No, that is not. Can you beat Minecraft? Skyblock nothing.
This is Skyblock. You're on an island of dirt and grass in the middle of the void. You can obtain almost every item and beat the game because you get a tree and a chest with some bare necessities. But what if you didn't? Could you still beat the game? Okay, now that I've spawned in, what's the number one priority?
Oh, look, the grass is dark green, almost like he's in a snowy taiga. How'd that happen? You lazy fuckers can't just bridge to a snowy taiga. Y'all have to spawn in one, because you guys are too fucking cunt lazy. You fuckers.
Because to progress, we need mobs, and for mobs to spawn, we need space. So how do we get blocks? Well, there's two methods. Mining, which won't really be an option, and crafting. Right now, and for the next long while, we'll only have access to the 2x2 crafting grid in the inventory. So what blocks can we make? There's a few like glowstone, magma blocks, and prismarine, but they all require materials that we don't have access to. Except one, the snow block.
Oh, well, you
crafted
have
from 4
access
snow
to witches. You could make glowstone, actually.
balls. Now, you might be thinking, how are you going to get snowballs? Well, to get a snowball, you need to be in a biome where it snows, then pick up the snow layers that form on the ground with a shovel. And, as you may notice from the grass color, we're in a snowy taiga biome.
Oh, how convenient. Oh, how can... We just happen to be... No one fucking explains that. We just happen to be in a snowy taiga biome. These fuckers. Taking you for a ride. Oh. This is like our one bonus piece of wool that we get. Just for being alive. Okay, have to be very... I think he's gonna die on this next crit here. Never mind. It's gonna be this one. Nope. Moved. There we go. We got a free piece of wool. Let's put it here. Why not? Oh, these motherfuckers. Just happens to be in a snowy... Just happens to be in a snowy taiga biome. How would you look at that?
The only thing keeping us from getting a snow block is having a shovel, and conveniently, zombies have a chance to spawn holding an iron shovel, and when killed, have a chance to drop it. So, if we can get a zombie with a shovel to spawn, then kill it and have it drop its shovel with good durability, we'll be set. So, I started by doing really the only thing I can, digging up dirt. Then I placed it in a line, since for mobs to spawn you have to be at least 24 blocks away. After that, I waited until night and repeatedly jumped off the platform, despawning all the mobs.
Why bother? Why would you need to jump off? You actually don't need to jump off if you've got that many blocks at your disposal. Just make a platform. Probably save you time if you didn't jump off, actually.
So finally, a zombie with a shovel spawned. And then I created a backup. So we're
Oh,
gonna
it
go
uses
back,
backups.
and we're just gonna keep killing this zombie until we get the iron shovel at a decent durability. 2, 3, and I'm just gonna...
It kind of makes no sense. This is very poorly thought out. Because he makes a random path, but most of the blocks are on the spawning platform. So he should be standing at the edge of this path here and using the spawning blocks of the island as the place to spawn mobs, because there's more spaces. No reason to use this stupid path out here. It's just very poorly thought out. And I don't really believe he spawned this guy legitimately.
Gonna see how many crits it takes. So I'm gonna crit it 14
This is
times.
just really lazy. You don't need backups if you're doing a full platform. Of course, Pinu has to comment because he's the fucking owner of this challenge. What would 10,000 Endermans build over time? Probably a bunch of fucking nothing. There's a pretty cool one where it's like, could mobs beat the game?
You know what's never been done before? Beating hardcore Minecraft when the world doesn't exist. This is a problem. No blocks to mine, no lava to make obsidian, and no end portal. But at least I get something to stand on. So I managed to spawn the bonus chest, and now I have to find a way to defeat the Ender Dragon with... Not a lot of...
That's a lot, actually. What is he gets? How much does he get here? He gets 3, 6, 9 logs. So that's 36. 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. He gets 47 planks. That's a lot. That's a lot of planks. You can make a whole... Yeah, I think I've seen this one before. Vanilla. So let's type in some other vanilla one block. The real one block challenge. So yeah, he did not do it. I don't think he did it. He did it probably more legitimate than this guy. Jokey Pokey did like it's a thought experiment 2 years ago, 3 years ago, which is what people are kind of using. Why does it like show videos that are not relevant? Yeah, and then Lord John did. What did he do? Oh, we watched his. Yeah, I don't think he's legitimate either. So that's kind of it. It's kind of it, ladies and gentlemen. Can you beat? Yeah, so I don't think any of these people. So how many people do we have? We have Budget MC, we have Pinu, we have this random purple guy we just saw. Yeah, Lord John is another one. And then who's the purple guy we just saw 2 seconds ago?
To do, and then I'll waste it.
He didn't really do the same challenge, so that doesn't really count.
This
Ender Skull. Okay, so yeah, we have Ender Skull, Pinu, Budget MC, and Lord John. I don't think any of them did it legitimately. Probably Ender Skull is the least legitimate. Then I would put Pinu as the next least legitimate. Then Lord John, and then probably Budget MC probably was the closest to doing it semi-legitimately. But of course, all of them are going to be outclassed by yours truly, who will actually do it properly. Because I'm streaming it. There's no way for me to cheat if I'm streaming. Or at least... Well, I guess you could cheat, but the ways in which you can cheat streaming are much limited. I can't pause the game and spawn in a zombie with an iron shovel. You saw me load the world in. I didn't choose the biome for this. I didn't... Oh, I need a snowy taiga biome. It's lazy fuckers. You know you can go to a snowy biome. But no, they're just fucking lazy. Very lazy. So I'll probably make this the last night, and then we might go do something else for a bit. Might take a break.
See, this song just got 20% cooler.
Gatorade, feel my life fade away. I'm not okay. It's got a creeper. Rip. That is the problem, is as the platform gets too big, it spawns too many mobs. How do you fall off from that? You should not have fallen off. Let it go. Damn it. I was hoping he'd hit the zombie. Yeah, we're gonna get hella copyrighted.
Oh my god, it's
But, oh well. No! Oh, I jumped. I pressed the space bar. I should not have done that. Fuck. Fuck. Okay, well then. 2 green creepers. No thanks. No, thank you. Okay. Face the void, yeah. Oh, it's a creeper. We have a 0 creeper policy. 0. No tolerance. What's faster? Jumping off the map when you see a skeleton, or... No, this is probably faster to go over and hit it. You see how long it takes to spawn a zombie with an item. It's not... Can you knock him off from me? Rip. I was hoping he'd knock him off, so... see that? Look at them 360s, boy. Here we go again. Whoa, side is the night home. Oh, 2 spiders. Hello there. Mind if I join? I'll be there for a while. I should really not jump. It opens me up to taking more knockback. Unless I know for a fact I can just... Okay, nothing. Yeah, absolutely nothing. Very useless. We are not alone. We are not alone. We are not alone. Where'd the fuck this? Where'd the spider go? How'd the spider already die? It's really Okay. He died. Oh, how do they do that, bro? They die instantly. How they do that is beyond me. Oh, that was close. Yeah, that was kind of mean of them. We are not in love. What the? What the hell? Oh my! No, it's kind of useless. It's kind of useless. Kind of useless. It's kind of useless because I'm not in a snowy tiger biome because I didn't edit that out of the eye of the audience. I didn't fucking scan my audience. Anymore. Lovers. Now we can be friends. Fascination ends. Here we go again. Oh. Damn. Fuck. Alright, that's it for today. That is it for today. My headphones are squishing. Not in love. We are not in love. Alright. So, we found 4 random YouTubers. All with kind of low amount of subs. Lord John has 135. How much does Pinu have? And these are all like their biggest videos. That's the funny part. Like all their biggest videos are this mod. People are them doing this video. Meaning I could probably get like some 50,000 views if I made this a video. Right? Like I could probably like kickstart an entire YouTube channel with this video. Because half of them what was the other guy? Ender Vision, I think. No, what was his name? What the fuck was his name? Ender Skull. What a stupid name. This guy's entire channel is premised on this episode. Literally all of these people who do this video. Let's do what's his name? Let's have a look at all these phonies. So there's 4 individuals who did this content. they all have the same amount of subscribers. He has 67. He has 55. He has 50K. This guy has 135K. Lord John is like the only one who actually makes other content. The rest of them literally don't make content. Literally Pinu, Enderskull, and Budget MC all have the exact same amount of subscribers, 50 to 60K. Their only videos their most popular videos are the first episode of their 1 block challenge. He has 1 million. He has 1.6 million. And then he has not even 1 million, probably because his thumbnail is kind of shit. And it's the most popular video on all of these people's channels. All of their channels have no other videos except for this series. Virtually no others. Like, he has one other video. He has one other video. This guy has like 3 other videos. That's what I mean. None of these guys have any precedent for anything. Except Lord John. But his most popular video, 6 million views, hardest skyblock. It took 600 days. Durr. That's what I should do. I just find it funny that their most popular videos are doing vanilla 1 block or extreme skyblock plus, which is what I'm doing. I guess you could call it impossible skyblock. Maybe we'll change the name of it, huh? Maybe call it impossible skyblock. What do these fuckers call it? 1 block vanilla. He called this one skyblock with nothing. 1 block challenge. And then he called it the hardest skyblock. So none of them can seem to agree on a title to call this thing. He did it 2 years ago. He did it 8 months ago. He did it 5 months ago. And he did it 6 months ago. So yeah. It's just funny. They have no other content. The episode 1 is their most popular video, most of which getting over 1 million views. They have just over 50K subs, no other content on their channel, and they all cheated. It's just weird. It's just weird, you know. I found 4 channels that are all functionally the same. Pinu's the same as Enderskull's, the same as Budget MC's, the same as Lord John 25. They're all like the same, and they all have like the same voice. Are they the same people? Oh. Ooh, look at... It's like a rite of passage. Like, even 1 million views for a Minecraft video is not very much. Like, tons of random YouTubers with like no subs have 1 million+ views. It basically means nothing. But alright, we're gonna head out for today, guys. We are done with the stream, so come in, check in tomorrow. I'll probably be continuing the journey for a couple hours tomorrow. So I'll see everybody later.